the boundless landscape of dreams. Remember this truth.
Say it, little fella.
If you can dream it,
Come on, I know you got something good.
you can achieve it.
You're so right there.
The key to your own success is helping others reach their dreams. In giving, you shall receive all you desire in life.
So my son's a genius.
Not really, I just think a lot.
Hello and welcome to the Surp Show. This is a podcast presented to you by Robert Glover, the third, and the Surp Show crew. You know, as we kick off this year and elevate to a new year, I'm happy to just mention that I'm glad that you guys have all been along for this. This isn't some sappy little speech I'm giving out right now. This right here is just something to say thank you for tuning in. You know, this is the kick off the year. I'm still just happy with how everything's going. I don't want to be too satisfied, because when you get satisfied, that's when you start to like lose touch with what's really going on. So you gotta kind of just be with one of our topics today is gonna be about. You know, the show is progressing. We'll say that as we get into this behind the scenes episode of it all. This isn't really an episode about behind the scenes. This is like an episode on life and just like what 2023 was like, and you know, just the basics. We're not getting anything extra that we wouldn't give you, and I'm not giving you anything extra that I wouldn't give you guys. I mean, I said that both ways, but it's just like I really miss podcasting sometimes. When I'm away for that month, it really gets to me. It gets to a point where I sit there and I think how exactly did I get to this point with podcasting? And I just wonder if it'll ever make it right with myself where I can go consistently. I wish I could do dailies. Like, dailies would be so good. Like, even if they're like, someone told me about a podcast that they watch and they said it's a daily one and it's really good, and I thought that was really good to start with. That was a couple years ago, and it stuck with me as podcasting has been through. And as we get into a year, this is 1 year in now, and those are the thoughts I want to get to. I don't want to break what we have now with the once a month with bonus episodes. And I like how the story is like dynamically changing throughout. It's been really good. Like, it hasn't been something that hasn't been good, you know. We've made progression with it. I've gotten more comfortable with the surrounding, like the room aesthetic versus the green screen. We've put on the green screen now. The green screen is gone. With that being gone, we're now in a space that looks more just authentically, I'd say, just content driven, you know? And it's just like, you have to have something like that in order to progress with content, or else you'll burn out quick. You don't want to burn out quick, because you know, you start waking up every day, you see that room with the green screen, and you say, dang man, it's right there, I gotta do this today, or I'm not gonna get what I want. And you think, and you're just like, well, yeah. Well, I gotta do that today, or I'm not gonna get what I want. And it's like if you don't do that today, you don't get what you want, you're gonna lose the step that you wanted to take that day. So you just have to just kind of plan it out. And this isn't deep at all. This is a wholesome message on how you should look forward to taking your content and your life to the next level. And with that, we are gonna get into the behind the scenes portion of the pod. That was a little intro to what we're getting into today and how I've been feeling about 2024. That's my mood. That's my vibe. That's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm going about 2024. You gotta just take that step each day. You gotta work towards something. So with that, I start to think about Element Hills and branding and everything and how I had to progress with the brand. And my thoughts initially were to just make it a coffee. Like, I always wanted a coffee shop. I wanted that since I was 18. I wanted a weed coffee shop, like the first ever weed coffee shop. When I say that, I mean like where you could go into a weed cafe and they'd have edibles like for you to eat, and like the coffee and the juices would have weed in them. So it's like something different, like to eat at. Or like even like upgrade one, like now we got franchises, we're talking make one a buffet. Tell me that's not dope. Like there's not like that would help boost the weed economy and bring in money for the economy. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything like that. I'm just saying that's a good idea that I like to think hypothetically is something that can be implemented. I'm not saying that it's something that can be placed in now, but it's really good thinking, because like people like would just go to it just to try it. I don't know if it actually succeed simply based upon the fact that it's a weed place and most people don't smoke weed. So you have to think about all the people that don't smoke weed. And that's why I'm transitioning strictly to coffee right now, because consumable products are really marketable, and with consumable products you can see that like they're all reasonably something that someone needs to use once they get it. I mean, the toughest thing I want to tackle is getting in the storefront. Storefront will definitely be hard, but I feel if I have online sales do well, eventually then I can get in the storefront. And that's a long run and just thought process. I think I could definitely get into storefront though this year, even if I did like a meetup or a pop-up shop or something like that. I've been thinking about that as well, doing like something like that in like a location, buying X amount and just doing it. And with that, I want to build a team around it with multiple guys that I'm just like well connected with and well known to be connected with, because like with that I can build something that's genuinely gonna succeed in a purposeful manner. Even if they're different people and I'm not well known connected with them, but someone would say, I can see you two working together, that's a connection that I would want to work with to build these projects. And as of now, I know that you have that money to move a room and everything, you have the money to do what you need to do. And again, you can't just focus on strictly the money when you have a guy with ideas and knows that there's a financial table that's out there that you have to vary for. You kind of think like maybe you should take the chance, even if it's not a chance, because you know that you've seen it consistently, so you know this is how he plays, and it's a lottery ticket, and it's a winner because you bought it, you believed in it, and now you're a winner. You know, it's things like that. So I'm saying building up a team with people like that, or even if I join a team, because I am a free agent, but even if I joined a team like that, or if I was to stay solo and build my team up, like I've been doing, it'd be fun. And anyways, I'm gonna stay design focused, making sure that not to worry about sales anymore. I don't really want to worry about sales because sales have been like fluctuating, and it's really hard to stay consistent with sales because you could think one thing is gonna drop and sell and it won't drop and sell good, and then the other thing will sell good. I don't want to continuously keep running through stuff for you on you guys with clothes. Like, clothes are nice though. I love clothes though. I'm not gonna down clothes. I'm not gonna talk bad about clothes. I fucking love clothes. You see me, I wear clothes. Fuck, I'm not gonna talk bad about clothes. And with that, I'm gonna take a quick intermission and fix the light really quick. I'm back. So, like, as I was saying, you just have to stay, like, focused, and you always have to come with, like, longevity and just be able to grow and expand with those type of people. It's hard, but simple to do. You never really do anything. And if the light does that a couple times, my filmer isn't here today, so I have to fix that, and I don't know how to set it up without him. So I'm sorry. I tried winging it. So with that, well, he's actually sleeping, so that's on me. He's not here. I didn't want to wake him up. He's sleeping. So Snoop Dogg's giving up on smoking last year. That was something that was majorly interesting. That was a good thing for the time it was. I was like so shocked. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm getting old, bro. Snoop Dogg just stopped smoking. And then a couple days later, he comes out with the ad. I was like, that's so fucking legendary. Like, that's the most legendary thing I've seen on that Instagram account. Like, the way he said it, I even reposted it. You guys saw last month. Like, that was a good way to end the year. I'm glad I get to talk about it on the pod. The 1 year episode, like a year later. Like a year into it. Drake and Lil Yachty's beach interview. I love that. I wish I could do that when Lifeguard Shack was a thing. I still wanted to go and do a beach interview. I said it. I've been holding off on that. Just saying that. Just sitting on the beach doing one of these. That'd be nice. I might buy some land this like soon on the beach, so I can just sit out with these chairs and just do the pod out there one time. That'd be pretty interesting to do. Druski and Birdman chain. That was fucking hilarious. Druski this whole last year, just all of last year, and the years before, I can't even say just. Druski is in general funny. But Druski last year, that was funny as fuck. That man is funny, bro. Like, he is so funny. He was running, and he's like, go, bro. And then, well, I would have did the same thing. I would have took him. I can't fight, bro. I'm gonna straight up tell you, I can't fight. See that hand? Heard I was cracking? Yeah, I can't. I can't. When I look at it, I get sad. Carti was dropping some fire. Future dropped 2 major albums last year, and Travis dropped Utopia. So like last year was a good year in music. Like, a lot of good people that I listened to dropped. A lot of the big guys dropped. the main people that I listen to when I don't listen to house music, alternative, EDM, or like disco or something like that. Just something out of there, like that no one else is gonna listen to, or club music, just stuff like that. Like, you know, those are really interesting songs. I'm serious though. That might sound like a joke and sarcasm. I am so serious. I love club music. I love disco. I love house. I love EDM. I love alternative. I love um I could go on, but I'm just not, cuz you know what I am and I just did, and that's it. How about that? You know why? Because I love New York. A hot New Year's. Take it how you want it. So yeah, the single life is cooking up. It's been so fun. Like literally, for a guy that's 24, this is kind of what I dreamed of. Just having fun in my 20s. I didn't think of like doing more or doing less. It's just like it's definitely been good. So I'm just happy that life is carried on this way. It's really been fascinating. I don't want to get caught up in it though. I want to stay grounded. I want to stay focused, like everyone else does, and everyone should. Even if you don't, you definitely should stay grounded and focused. Even when life feels good, man. You shouldn't even be feeling good. You should just know that, like, I gotta do good, or else someone's gonna be disappointed. Because it always falls back on you when you get disappointed. So just don't disappoint yourself. That's something for you too. I know I went low there. I really got sad, but like I just thought about that. I was like, don't disappoint yourself, Robert. That's the same for you guys. You saw outside that maybe don't disappoint yourself. See, I don't have a cup right now. That's not even like new news though. I'm like, oh, I don't even like give out new news. I just got like different news, like stuff that like you would like never hear, but you could hear about. You just don't, you know. And like how I'm saying, like, because that was majorly off topic. I'm. It's like although I love being out of the way, like I'm saying, like how I can just do stuff like that and just have fun and be me. Relationships are fun. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's just something that just makes life. I can't say easier because like it just makes it. It might make it easy. It kind of does. Like, I can't really say. Uh, I just like being out the way. I don't know. Because I've been there. I say that because I've been here too. And I still, like, my match is still on strike waiting for me, you know? She's still on strike. She's out there waiting on me. She's like, I'm not going until I get paid, he's paid, and we're together. So until she's off strike and I'm off strike, then I don't think we got a match yet. Like, and I'm paid, but like, she's gotta get paid. I know I've been paid. I'm not like gonna talk money. Like, I just want someone that's ready to be off strike. Like, someone that's like, yeah, I'm ready to let loose with a guy, and I hope he's ready to let loose with me. I'm ready to let loose, so I'm off strike. What are the ladies gonna get off strike and say, you know, I'm ready to let loose and find a guy? They say by like 2050, our generation is not gonna have any relationships. Not any, but like 40% of people are not gonna be in a relationship or something ridiculous like that. It might have been. I don't know. I'm not gonna say higher or lower. I don't know for sure, but I know it was around that 40% mark. That's outrageous if you think about it. Because like I want to be one of those people that make it through that. If that's gonna be the trend, I want to go get a relationship quick and like just settle down and just live it out. Even if it's in like a little like city house, a townhouse, and we're just living in uptown and we're just chilling every day. With a little dog and stuff in our house, like a fenced-in house. Like I'll take it. Like I don't want to be the richest in the world. I say that a lot. 'Cause that comes with like a lot of like thoughts. Like first place is fun. Second is cool. Third is cool. Fourth is cool. You still placed. Just take the place. You know, sometimes you gotta take the place. I learned that when I wrestled. I just like I always would win tournaments, but eventually I learned like just taking the place and win. Like that's how I got into college sports. I was just like, just take the place. You know, you could even if it's not the best place, just take this place for now, and then you can go somewhere else. I didn't do that with it all eventually, but I knew that's what I wanted to do with it. That's why I say my single life is really cooking up right now. Like, it's been fun. I say that to say this. I don't know when I'm gonna meet her. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. But I'm going to look for her. Like I'm gonna look for the right one. You know? I'm gonna find the right one. I just have to. Because if I don't find the right one, I'm gonna be hurt. Because I put so much time and effort into finding the right one. I have a lot of thought, and I hope guys out there that have already found the right one are happy with the right one. You know, I wish I had another guy here with me to ask, like, dude, when you find your right one, like, as an audience member, have you found the right one? You know, if you know you have, just settle down, man. Get the girl, settle down. She'll probably make you happy. You never know. It'd be crazy. You already know that. That's just how it goes. It'll be fun. And I'm not gonna say that, but you know what I mean. It'd be fun. Like, you being mad in love. You know? So, a digital product review I want to give to you as we move on to the next topic. We're reviewing the digital product like an iMac desktop. It's essential to consider various aspects to provide comprehensive assessments. Here are 5 major things to focus on reviewing on iMac. So, I love iMac computers. I'm just going to tell you a little story about them because I love iMac computers. This is the Apple review. For all iMac desktops, they're so slick. First off, they're slick. They're cool. They're now in colors. It's just like they've upgraded them so much. And like, I love how they work with their like company to like integrate them into like updating them. Only thing I hope is that eventually they can run Steam games on them because that'd be very, very cool. I think that their game comprehensive is very up to date with like what it should have been in past years, as they are so far ahead in advance that they make it seem like, yeah, this is what you got in this year, but you're still using it today, and we have newer stuff out now. It's like you can't beat that. You really can't. And that's why I love the iMacs, because they're just always durable. They last long, they work, and they do good. The performance and specifications, as we get into this 5 major things, if you can evaluate the processor and the RAM and the storage capacity. The performance of the iMac is heavily dependent on the components, and you can consider the specific task on the Mac. iMac is intended for, such as content creation, gaming, and general productivity, and asks whether specifications meet those needs. The digital display on it, the Mac is known for its highly retina display. It acts as factory factor. I don't know. It acts as factors like resolution, color accuracy, brightness, and viewing angles. Consider how well the display performs in various scenarios, and including graphic design, video editing, and everyday tasks. I think that's very interesting because it's very true. Like their video display is really nice on them. It's like watching a movie. I watched the Dominic Fike concert on it over the summer, and it was really good. Like the visuals were really good. It was like watching it on the movie at the movie theater. That HD. It was almost 4K, and I have an older one. So with the 4K one, I can only imagine where it would be. So as we go more into depth on it, you can see with the design and the build, the Apple is renowned for its slick and minimalist design. The equivalent, the aesthetic of the iMac, the build, the quality, and overall user experience considers factors such as the materials used, the slimness of the profile, and the placement of ports and components. That is nice. The components are like on the back. I like that. I really like that, and it's always been like that. It seems like they never put buttons on the front, so never put on the bottom left, like you know who. But I'm not. It's a really good one. I'm not. That's not a diss either. I'm just saying I like how it's on the back. The user interface and software experience. It asks the user interface and overall software experience. iMacs come with a Mac OS, Apple's operating system, and unique software features. Evaluate intuitiveness and the interface, the ability to software update and compatibility with third-party applications. That is nice. It does have the compatibility with like Fortnite and other third-party applications. So you can do third-party stuff with Apple's computers. I'm not suggesting you do. I think it's cool though that you're able to do that. I know that like eventually they probably will have it so that they're on top of their game and that you can get Steam. I don't know when that'll happen. It'd be cool if they did make it happen. You can get it though with certain things. I know that. I'm not gonna say you can't because I've been there before. Where I said you can't get it and then you can, but there's a way to get it. You just have to know. And the connectivity and adaptability. You can examine the available ports and connectable options. Consider the accessibility of USB ports, Thunderbolt ports, headphone jacks, and other imports. Additionally, assesses the expandability of the iMac, including the ability to upgrade components like RAM or storage. Keep in mind that the individual preference and specific use causes may influence the importance of these factors. Like a reviewer like me should consider the target audience and the intent and purpose of the iMac and how well it aligns with the user's needs and expectations. So always remember that these are not me giving out business tips, ideas, or what to do. This is just a story on how it was made and what it is all resonating to. As we make our way towards some of the final topics here, this one really hit home for me as you read about, well, not read, but just get into this topic. I think it's a really good one. Do you think about your gut feelings or your intuition? Or gut feelings and intuition, I won't say or. Gut feelings and intuition. Which one do you go with? Gut feeling is like a feeling or a reaction based on a instinctive emotional response rather than a considered thought. I had a gut feeling that something was wrong, you know? Intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for consciousness reasoning. We shall all allow our intuition to guide us. I think that's cool because like the synonyms are like instinct, intuitiveness, sixth sense, and like some more. And like I said, I'm gonna fix the light, so we're going to an intermission really quick. I'll get into it. That's why. So as we get into this, I'm sorry about the light again. My roommate is asleep, so the filmer's not gonna be able to do his role today. It sucks because I want to get this done today, which was the only amount of time I had. It's not that big of a deal. I'm working on it. Progression's okay. Progression. So the gut feelings, I think gut feeling is cool, but I'm more of intuition. I like to be. I used to flip a quarter and go off of that, like just unconscious with it. I didn't want to make a decision, so I think that's the best way for me. I don't like thinking about things like that, overthinking, underthinking, like just thinking too much because you for no reason. I just think that thinking about it too much, that you make your stomach hurt, and now you have to make a decision. There's someone like me, I'm just deadhead, and I'll just go for like what's gonna be a bad memory, what's gonna be a good memory. I don't really think about it that much. So, and all, I think that like you should definitely just think on how you can progress the right way and just do it uncannily. I know it's tough, but it's not that tough. I think that just being unconscious is like the most fun thing ever. Like, not saying that in like a fucked up way, like, oh, being unconscious as in like being sober, like you're just unconsciously thinking about thoughts that are coming to you. You're not like pinpointing them, they're just kind of like flowing through you. And when they flow through you, you just kind of digest them and say, okay, that's what I want to do, or that's not what I want to do, versus like when you're fucked up or something like that, unconscious, and you're just like, oh, yeah, like no, just chill and just think about your thoughts. Good. Don't go with your gut, but if you go with your gut, just go with your gut. But please use some intuition, people. Okay? This wasn't really that deep. This was a really good pod, though. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Welcome to 2024. If you're listening, thank you for listening for a year. I love you for real. Like, for real, dude. Girls, my people, Glubs, everyone that's been with me on this ride, like, for real. 1 year in the making. Like, literally last year, I didn't know what I was gonna do with this content stuff, and I don't want to hear. I looked in the mirror every day. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was lost. I said I had one plan. I failed a class, bro. I was down and out. I was bad. I was down bad. I figured it out. I'm still working on it. I'm progressing. We haven't made it yet. We're a long way from there. A long way. And I'm not even getting hyped. I just wanted to show you guys just the rawness of what I'm going through right now. Like, for real. I just wanted to bring that to you guys. Gives you something to amplify your day as you go into this year. Something that you can remember, you know. It's just like, at the end of this all, we only got ourselves and the people that we came in this with, and people that joined us along the way. So as we leave today, I love New York. I love you all. Goodbye from Robert Glover on the Surp Show.
Just like any new form of music, you have good and bad. And a lot of people are taking the time to bring out all the bad. Right.